I've always been an artist.
Okay.
So, in fact, my father would tell the story that when I was 4 years old, and I don't even remember this, but he told the story that he and I were watching a PBS program on Michelangelo. And I was laying on the floor watching the whole show. And when it was over, I turned and looked at him and said, that's what I want to do. So from the time I was 3 or 4 years old, I knew that I wanted to be an artist. And so I've always done that. Even as a kid, I did it a lot, and I've worked out a lot of, the problems you have in learning to be an artist. I worked those out at a very young age. So I was always doing art.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knew when I was a kid that's what I was going to be.
Sure.
And I was terrible at sports, so that helped. I didn't have that distraction of, gosh, I really want to play football.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
So at that time then, when everyone's like, hey, Kevin's going to be the artist, what is the path, I guess, to becoming a successful artist at that point? Is it, I need to go to this school, I need to do, because, people who are listening, I assume the path's different now than what it was back then.
Well, for me, the path is to just keep doing it.
Sure.
And get good at it. And for me, the reason I've had a lot of success is my ability to do a lot of different styles in a lot of different mediums. And, I went to college at the University of Oklahoma and majored in art. But I was selling paintings all through college. So, I've always done it.
Yeah.
At the age of 15, I started working at an ad agency, and by the time I was 18, I was over the art department. So, you can either do it or you can't.
Right.
Degrees don't really matter.
Yeah.
People either see you can do the work or they don't. And I have young artists that come into my studio, and I tell them, I'll look at your portfolio and, help you out or whatever, give you a critique, and they don't have anything to show me.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, how are you going to be an artist if you don't have any art?
Yeah.
So you have to do art.
During that time when you're studying art at OU, what was the main thing that you learned while in school? Because if you're an artist, you're like, hey, you probably didn't even have to go to school, right? If you're like, I want to be an artist, like I could possibly not go to college and still be fine, successful, selling my paintings.
Yeah.
Why go to school, and then what did you learn from being in school?
I think the thing that you get from college that I didn't take advantage of enough are the people you meet. Mm-hmm. And the people that you meet that introduce you to other people, things like that. I think I wished I had utilized that part of college more, or in the art school. Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of the biggest art commissions and jobs I've had were people I met in college. But there are other people that, kind of made other art connections through college and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I was just so honed in on making the art, I wasn't doing a lot of that. So yeah. I wish I'd done more of that.